Who are some of the best celebrity couples? Most of us can think of a few, but what about the worst? Whether fans don't like one of the partners or either of them, the relationships on this list were never very popular. So in this video we're going to be counting down part 2 of top 10 most hated celebrity couples we all couldn't stand. Number 10, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. Back in July, the couple tied the knot in Las Vegas. Fans know that Ben and Jen have had an off-again, on-again romance that's been going on since the 2000s. Despite planning to marry in 2003, they ended up calling it off just days before the wedding and said that the excessive media attention had taken a toll on their romance. Then, almost 20 years later, they got back together, so it seems like they were meant to be together. But of course, not everyone thinks so. Ever since Ben's miserable appearance at this year's Grammys, the couple have been seen arguing in public many times. In a clip that quickly went viral on TikTok, they were at a movie premiere together when they got into another argument. JLo appears to taste Ben's drink and then looks at him sternly. She seems visibly fed up with him while he tries to defend himself and repeatedly says Jen. He could also be heard yelling over the music, saying that he did not drink anything. It's because of these moments that fans just don't think that they are a good match. Fans were especially outraged with Ben in 2021 for comments he said about his ex-wife Jennifer Garner on the Howard Stern show. He said he felt trapped during his marriage, and that was a part of the reason why he started drinking. When you look at his choice of words, it's easy to see why people thought he was attacking his ex. Number 9, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. These two were one of the most hated couples in the almost 7 years that they were together. They took their relationship public in the spring of 2012, and after that it was mayhem. While they were together, Kim and Kanye had more than their fair share of cringy couple moments. Everyone remembers the music video for Bound 2 because it left a lot of people feeling uncomfortable. During the video, Kanye rides a motorcycle through the desert, and he's joined by Kim, who is completely naked, and in every single shot they're either kissing or caressing each other, which is nearly impossible to watch without cringing. While the relationship was messy, their divorce was even messier. When Kim moved on with Pete Davidson, Kanye was extremely threatened. One of the things he did to mess with Pete was he posted a photo of a fake New York Times cover on Instagram with the headline reading, "Skeet Davidson is dead at 28. Then he made a social media post saying, "Hold your spouse close to make sure they know how much you love and appreciate them, because there is a Skeet lurking in every dirty alleyway waiting to help destroy your family and walk around in Calvin jeans around your children." So after the divorce, it seemed like Kanye was set out to ruin Kim's love life. Number 8, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. The couple often paint their love story as one for the ages, but they have definitely tried to gloss over the fact that their relationship began when Will was still technically married to his first wife, Cherie Zampino. In fact, Jada let this information slip voluntarily in a 2018 interview with Access, admitting that when Will first reached out to her, he wasn't exactly fully free to do so. The couple has since maintained that they weren't physically involved until the divorce was finalized, but many fans believe that Will's heart had certainly strayed well before he made any move to end things with Cherie. Ironically, that wasn't the only instance of cheating that reflected poorly on the couple. In July of 2020, August Alsina shocked the world when he revealed that he was romantically involved with Jada, and Will knew about it the whole time. At first, Jada denied the claims, but she eventually confessed to being in an entanglement with August when she and her husband were separated. At that moment, the two of them decided to go to the Red Table Talk together and aired out all of their dirty laundry. In a heartbreaking episode, Will broke down in tears in front of his wife while she confessed to the affair. That video forever changed the way that fans viewed their relationship. Number 7, Scott Disick and Sophia Ritchie. Fans used to love Scott's quick-witted, snarky humor. He was something of a fan favorite on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Of course, it was partly because of his relationship to Courtney that he became so popular in the first place. But throughout the show, it became blaringly obvious that he had trouble remaining committed to her. So when he left her for Sophia Ritchie, fans turned against him for good. Not only was she only 18 years old, but she'd also been a friend of the Kardashians for years. So naturally, the whole family was against them too, including Kendall, who left a shady comment on one of Scott's Instagram posts. Even Sophia's dad, Lionel Ritchie, was not too happy with the 16-year age difference. At one point, he said, "She's 19. When you're 19, you know everything. Is it going to be for life? I don't know. But for right now, it's just a phase." Despite the backlash, they stayed together for nearly 3 years, and Sophia even went went on the show at one point. It was an awkward mess because Scott was still co-parenting his 3 kids with Courtney, and she was obviously not too happy with this new relationship. If anything, most people felt bad for her because she had to deal with so much after their separation. Number 6. Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson. This couple was never very popular with fans, and there was quite a few reasons for that, but the controversy surrounding their relationship came to a head in 2018 when photos of Tristan having an affair surfaced online while he was dating Khloe. To make matters worse, she was 9 months pregnant at the time. Not long after, TMZ came out with video footage dating back to October of 2017 that showed the NBA player kissing 2 other random women at a club. At first, they decided to stay together for the birth of their child, but things did not stay smooth forever. In 2019, reports surfaced that Tristan had cheated on her once again, this time with none other than Jordyn Woods, who was a close friend of the family and Kylie Jenner's best friend and roommate. Anonymous party attendees told TMZ that the 2 of them were all over each other and made out several times throughout the night. The explosive incident almost broke up the family entirely, and as a result, multiple relationships were ruined. Although Khloe was the victim in the situation, not everyone felt sorry for her. Some believe that she was the one who took Tristan Thompson away from his ex-girlfriend Jordan Craig, who was also pregnant at the time. So sometimes how you get them is how you lose them. Number 5. John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. These two seem to have a romance for the ages, and their relationship has really stood the test of time. But the couple lost quite a lot of fans in the wake of Chrissy's infamous bullying scandal. In recent years, many celebrities have come forward to accuse her of being extremely cruel online. These include stars like Courtney Stodden, Lindsay Lohan, Farrah Abraham, and Project Runway star Michael Costello. Her behavior was apparently so horrible that at one point, she allegedly told Courtney to take her own life in 2011, and Chrissy only backpedaled on her comments when she was called out for them, so she seemed to be a true mean girl. While speaking out about the incident, Chrissy claimed that she was being an insecure, attention-seeking troll. But later, evidence came out that she had also bullied little children. When talking about a 9-year-old, she said in a 2013 tweet, quote, "Is it okay to call a small child cocky?" Around the same time, a shocking video resurfaced from when she was hosting the Billboard Music Awards in May of 2015. In this clip, you can see Chrissy making her way to the stage when a woman trips over her gown and falls in front of her. Instead of stopping to help the woman up or even check to see if she was okay, Chrissy just keeps walking up to the stage. Number 4. Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott. These two have never been the most popular couple, but it seemed like everyone had an opinion about their relationship when Travis was exposed for cheating. Up until a certain point, it was only speculation, but his alleged ex, Instagram model Regine Carr, came forward. She shared proof of herself on the same set as Travis on her Instagram stories recently. These accusations would have probably flown under the radar if Travis had not spoken up and made the whole thing so much worse. He tried to defend himself and said, "An uninvited person was sneaking photos on what was supposed to be a closed set while I was directing a video. I don't know this person, I've never been with this person." In response, Regine fired back and said, "What we're not gonna do is we're not gonna lie. I pretended I didn't know you, went along with whatever effing narrative, no matter how much BS I got from it. But to say you don't know me and you've never been with me when you've definitely been with me, when everyone's seen you with me, when I have pictures and videos of you with me." She went on to claim that Travis cheats on Kylie every single night and the whole city sees it happening. At that point, there was almost no point in him trying to deny it because most people believed what she was saying. Number 3. Sandra Bullock and Jesse James. These two married in 2005, and throughout the first few years of their marriage, they looked happier than ever as they attended red carpets together. On the outside, Jesse seemed supportive of his successful wife, especially when she won countless awards thanks to her incredible talents as an actress. But it was soon uncovered that he had been cheating on Sandra for a long time with multiple women, which led him to become, by his own admission, the most hated man in the world. He eventually checked into rehab for sex addiction, and Sandra filed for divorce in 2010. Jesse took accountability for his actions at the time and released a statement saying, "There is only one person to blame for this whole situation, and that is me. It's because of my poor judgment that I deserve everything bad that is coming my way." But in an interview 7 years later, he said that he had no regrets about the affair and said, "Yeah, I did cheat on my wife. Yeah, I stood up and took accountability for it and apologized." And that's the end of the story. In general, both women and men cheat, it's part of life. So obviously it seemed like he didn't completely acknowledge his role in the downfall of their marriage and had no real shame or guilt about his deplorable actions. Number 2. King Charles and Queen Camilla. Britain's new reigning monarch and queen consort have gone to great efforts to repair their public image over the past couple of years. For the most part, they have been successful, but they're still leagues away from being the most popular royal couple, and that's for a very good reason. Back in the 90s, they were embroiled in one of the biggest scandals to rock the royal family. Charles was infamously caught cheating on the beloved Princess Diana, and his years-long affair with Camilla was exposed for the world to see. Transcript of their salacious phone call was leaked to the press, and it made the headlines for weeks. For the royal family, it was the ultimate embarrassment. Their conversation was essentially phone sex. At one point, Charles told Camilla, "Oh God, I'll just live inside your trousers or something. It would be much easier." To which Camilla says, "What are you going to do, turn into a pair of knickers?" And he says, "Or God forbid, a Tampax." Unsurprisingly, the fallout from this conversation destroyed not one but two marriages. It broke up Camilla's 20-year marriage to Andrew Parker Bowles and publicly humiliated her husband and children. It also played a major role in Charles and Diana's divorce, which would come only a few years later. And coming in at number 1, Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain. This infamous couple was the very definition of a bad romance. The destructive nature of their relationship was played out in the tabloids for years. Even major publications couldn't resist writing about their exploits. The timeline of their romance was incredibly fast. They got married in 1992 after only 4 months of dating. By that point, Courtney was already pregnant with their daughter, Frances Bean. What's really interesting is that on paper, these two artists were very similar. They were both grunge music icons who dabbled in hard partying and substance use. But the public had an extremely different perception of both of them. Even in their early days, Kurt was labeled a hero and a rock icon, while Courtney was vilified. She was dubbed an addict, a terrible mother, and almost constantly poorly behaved public figure. That's part of the reason why Nirvana fans hated them together. They viewed her as both opportunistic and out of control. And this sentiment only got worse when Kurt took his own life in 1994. Whether or not you agree with this characterization, Courtney has always been a force of nature, and consequently a divisive figure in pop culture. Since carving out her career as a grunge musician with a cult following, she's persisted as a party girl icon for the better part of nearly 3 decades. So what do you think about all the relationships on this list? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if we missed anyone, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.